I have to be honest, guys. I wanted to get a completely different video out to you this week, and it's just taken a little bit longer than I wanted it to. But this is pretty important. While I was filming for my most recent PVM video, I was fighting the Chaos Elemental, and something really unexpected happened. But it was also pretty darn amazing. I ran into this unbelievably generous player, and they helped me kill the Chaos Elemental. We ended up killing the Chaos Elemental almost 300 times before it was done. They gave me all of the loot from that kill, and they gave me 15 million gold, a complete Bando set, and just an unbelievable number of cosmetics from events I didn't even know existed. And that's just because I haven't been around long enough. We chatted and we got to know each other. We discussed things like our lives, what was going on, and it was a really great experience. It's one of those things that makes you want to keep playing games, especially these kind of things online where you get to be just so social. But I have to be honest, while that was going on, there was something completely different happening on YouTube. It seems like every single time I put out a video, eventually some OSRS players find it and I get the same set of comments. It's no secret, OSRS players seem to kind of look down on RuneScape 3, but it's kind of weird. Every time I look into this, every time they left something, they couldn't give me a real reason. I mean, I've looked things up, I know. I know that there's some things about RuneScape 3 not really holding true to the traditions. I know that there's microtransactions and evolution of combat and all that kind of stuff, and people just feel like maybe it's not as real of a game or as difficult of a game. But if that's the deal, why can't anybody tell me that? More often than not, I see comments where players just seem to miss the original RuneScape. And I just felt like I finally had to get down to it and figure out what was going on. So let's dive into old school RuneScape and see what it's like. So, we got started, and to no one's surprise, Toro Island is pretty much the same in both games, so I breezed right through that. Before I knew it, it was time to teleport to Lumbridge and get started on my old school adventure. And guys, almost immediately, I got it. I really do get the nostalgia factor of this game. Just looking at the interface, the graphics, everything, I got it. This feels like the game I played when I was a kid, and I want it to be. There are some really great modern conveniences that are added as well. Some of the great stat tracking, loot tracking, that sort of stuff are things that make me jealous in RuneScape 3. I wish we had it so badly. The Adventure Pass system was great, and I mean, obviously, it doesn't hold your hand as much as somewhere like RuneScape 3 does, but I was excited to dive in. Before long, though, it was time to kind of start figuring out what I was here for, and that was to be social. Unfortunately, that turned out to be a little bit easier said than done. I mean, I saw people, but no one wanted to talk. Honestly, I was feeling pretty alone. I eventually made a break for Varric, thinking the Grand Exchange had to have someone around. And I did get kind of waylaid by this Romeo guy, but I didn't let him stop me. It really just started to feel like anytime I saw any player, I was typing, I was reaching out, and I wasn't sure that there was even any other real people playing. I eventually did find one person who responded to me, and they couldn't speak English. So that wasn't very helpful. Standing at a blank Grand Exchange, I was just trying to figure out how to switch worlds, and I was really ready to give up. Ironically, it's when I went to log out that I found out where you can switch worlds at. So I looked through the server list and found the one with the most people, and I figured surely here someone will talk to me. That's right, I'm here, the most people on a server, and I'm fishing, and still no one wants to talk to me. I got to see a bunch of really cool random events that other people didn't seem to want to interact with either. I finally set a timer. I came here to Lumbridge with a timer running and just tried to talk to anyone that I could. I mean, there's 1,600 people on this server, and it's starting to feel like all of them are bots. I knew the bot situation was bad, but I didn't think it could possibly be this bad. It got to the point that I finally just started asking, is anyone even here? Was there anyone to talk? There was so much going on, but I still felt so alone. Until someone started calling people noobs. Oh my god, people! Hi, I got so excited. There were some people to talk to. It was so amazing. And this was actually when things started to turn around for some reason. Watching these guys level their magic or whatever they were doing, it was totally new to me. And then a player just walked up and traded with me, and it was just a gift. 25,000 gold, just there. That never even happened to me in RuneScape 3. I was pretty struck by that, so of course I hung around. It seemed like maybe this server was finally waking up. People were discovering me, so I kept playing, and it actually turned out to be a whole lot of fun. Even if these were all bots running around and collecting everything, seeing all of the people here was just awesome. The vibes, the community, it was great, and it just got better from there. A little while later, I was talking to these guys over by the goblins, trying to figure out what they're doing because I'm just so confused. I've never seen something like this before. And another friend walked up. They started explaining to me what they're doing and why, and we're all chatting and having fun. And then there's more gifts. 32,000 gold this time out of nowhere. I have so much, and now I'm cracking jokes and I'm meeting people, and this is such an awesome retro experience, something that I never even had in RuneScape 3 either, and I absolutely love that game. I started to get back to it, kind of falling into the vibe of what's going on, killing these goblins, collecting things, and just trying to chat with as many people as I can, try to have some fun. When my new friend asked me to follow them to the bank, I also starting to fall in love with the graphics again, right? I mean, look at this. This looks so great. And before I knew it, I had everything that I would need. I mean, this is all the armored weapons I'm going to need for a while. And there were multiple sets. And now it's runes. And now it's barely even been an hour. I've only found people talking to me for 5-10 minutes. And now I have all this stuff. And this is what I look like. It's absolutely amazing. I'm in shock myself, and I just want to get out there. I want to keep playing now. I want to see what else other people have to say about the game. So I did. I went fishing again. This time I just straight up asked, "Does anybody else play RuneScape 3?" I was hoping to get some yeses, to really hit some hard-hitting questions, but I didn't. People started asking me what I think of the two games. What was my opinion? And so I told them. Then we chatted about everything else in the game, right? Botting, selling gold, why old school was so much more popular, all that nostalgia factor, things like that. And it was some of the most fun I had chatting with people online in a long time. In fact, I felt like I couldn't leave this fishing area without just saying goodbye to everyone. So I took the time to do that. I went off to the mine, and while I was finishing that path, I watched a player get recruited right in front of me for a clan. I've never seen that in RuneScape 3. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I've just only seen people put down random clan invites. You receive them, you join a clan, and hopefully they're kind of fun. But they were really chatting it out. They were really kind of seeing if they were a good fit. And that was pretty awesome to see as well. From there, I knew I had to go see what was happening in Varick. This had to be a big hub, and it was. This player here was asking for donations for the camels, and I loved the dumb idea so much I donated. I mean, this money was given to me free, right? So I wasn't going to hold on to it. This was truly one of the most fun experiences I've had playing the game in a while, and I just don't have any other words for it. I came here expecting to make a video hard-hitting, asking these hard questions and trying to figure out why players hate my game so much, right? And what I found was a whole separate community of people who love their game. And honestly, I didn't find anybody who didn't seem to like RuneScape 3. I'm not sure why I get these comments on my videos, but they don't seem to be here. This was one of these opportunities that I only took because I was making a video. I never would have gone out and played old school like this if I wasn't making this channel. So I'm really thankful for the opportunity to do that. And if you're listening, If you've made it this far and you're just wondering, should I play that one? Should I play any game? I have Brighter Shore stuff on here you can look at. If there's any game you're thinking about, just do it. Just try it out. All right. If you're not playing old school, but you're playing RuneScape 3, I think you need to jump over the fence and see what it's like. And if you're playing old school RuneScape, but you're not playing RuneScape 3, don't think about what people have said. Just try it out, all right? It really was an absolutely awesome time. And I hope you're just as excited as I am to see even more old school RuneScape content. Until then, guys, get out there and scape some runes.